Okay, this is What If Naruto is Senju and Uchiha Part 2. Last time I left out with Naruto and Suki finding out their Jinchurikis, and they weren't that shocked because they read about Jinchurikis before. So, Naruto and Suki, the next day, will go to Team 7's training ground to see Shisui. They'll say we have a mission today, and Shisui say, I think y'all are ready for y'all first C-rank mission. I talked to Itachi and Kakashi and they said y'all should be ready by now. And they'll be like, yes. Naruto will say yes, okay, I get to finally show how strong I am. And Suki will be like, let's see. Naruto, Suki, and Shisui will end up going to the Hokage's office asking for a C-rank mission. The third Hokage, because Tsunade's in the village, but she haven't came Hokage because she didn't want to become Hokage yet. She didn't feel no need. Because she's right now at the helping at the hospital. I'm about to get back. The third Hokage will say, well, they'll say they're ready for a C-rank mission, and third Hokage will say, let's see. This is an easy escort mission. It's a, what's it called? Easy escort mission. And they'll call in the bridge builder, Tazuna. Tazuna wouldn't say nothing because he would see that they look strong. And he would see Shisui because he would know Shisui from looking in the book as Shisui the teleporter. So he'll be saying, I'm like, they might be able to help in his head. And they will end up meeting him at the gate. Before they leave the village, Shisui will ask, what did they bring with them? And he'll ask, where are y'all stuff? And Naruto will say, I have both of our stuff. And Shisui will say, let's see, where is it? It's in a scroll. Oh, so you sealed it in a scroll? Yeah, I was practicing my sealing, so I wanted to see I wanted to see how strong my seal could, how much stuff it can hold. And Shisui would be like, okay. And Sarada like, yeah, when I was walking here, I seen him without a bag, and he told me, and I asked him, can you put my stuff in there? And he said, yeah. What did y'all bring? Shisui would say, I bought some extra kunai and stuff, but I kept most of the kunai and stuff in my bag. Like in a pocket bag the ninjas carry on the backs. Okay, and I bought some basic supplies. She'll say, like basic stuff. And he'll get to Naruto. Naruto bought basic stuff. And then he'll say, I bought 15 things of ramen. And what's it called? Shisui will say, why? It'll be, Naruto will say, I've been practicing a seal to make sure it's a time seal so stuff won't get old. It's to store food. And Shisui will say, okay, we're gonna see how long they can hold. How long the seals can hold. And Naruto will say, okay. They will leave off walking that far. They'll be walking pretty far until they see the puddle. Shisui would notice right away, but he would want to test Naruto and Suki. Suki would pick up pretty fast, and Naruto will too. Suki will end up, she'll end up putting her hand closer to her sword, putting her hand closer to the sword, and Naruto will end up being on guard. When they walk by and the demon brothers jump out, about to do that chain thing, Suki cuts through the chains, and Naruto ends up making a shadow clone real fast, and pinning kunai to both of their necks. And they'll end up tying them up and asking. No, Naruto ended up using a wood binding jutsu, but not that strong of one. He wouldn't want to waste chakra on a good one. He'll ask, what are they doing? And they'll say, And they'll say, we're not talking. Until Naruto practiced, he'll use a truth seal on them, but it wasn't that strong of one. It'll just shock them. It'll get to the point where they won't be able to talk, and Naruto and Shisui will ask Tazuna to explain. Shisui saying we should be able to handle this mission because I'm here, but if y'all with another Jonin, y'all had probably been dead. And Naruto would say, shut up. Shisui would then say, let's keep going. But before he left, he put a shadow clone to kill them because he didn't want to have to kill people in front of them yet. He wanted them to get their first kills. He knew Naruto and her weren't ready for their first kills yet, because they haven't been in a good, intense battle. So he took their kills, but he didn't really think of it like that much. Now we're going to their keep walking. They'll start to notice something, and Naruto would notice that, but no, Naruto wouldn't notice the bunny. Suki will, and she'll throw a kunai at it, and Naruto would be like, He wouldn't say nothing. They wouldn't, because they'll just look at each other fast. And all you'll see is Sharingan activate. You'll see Naruto activate his 1 Tamori, Suki activate her 2 Tamori, and Shisui activate his 3 Tamori. Now he wouldn't go into his Mangekyo yet. And you'll hear, and then a mist will come in. Naruto and Suki immediately will go by Tazuna and make a clone, make 1 clone each to guard them. And also called Shisui would stand there on guard. They would with their Sharingans, they would see the sword coming, and instead of just letting it go far, Naruto would jump out the way trying to show off his strength and grab the sword. Because he has the senju. She has strength like a senju. And he trained with Tsunade growing up with her as his mother. But he knows it's not his real mother. When he caught the sword, he ended up real fast, he put a seal on the sword and sealed it away. And all you could hear is Zabuza say, Brat, give me my sword back. And what's it called? Naruto ended up hearing that and say, where are you? And amidst of disappearing, they'll see Zabuza. What's it called? Shisui said that's Zabuza of the Hidden Mist Village. And Zabuza said, I think this is, Zabuza say this is probably out my league, fighting somebody like him. Saying Shisui the teleporter. And then Shisui is saying, I got a good reputation, don't I? That I can take you out. Before Naruto didn't know it, but Zabuza flashed towards Naruto real fast, grabbing a scroll he sealed it in, and taking his sword back, and then swinging at Naruto. Suki will end up going in front of Naruto, using her sword, and slicing Zabuza's blade. Not in half, she'll just slice it, and it'll just be in a sword battle. Shisui would come in and try to stab Zabuza in the back, but he had to move, but Zabuza would move back. Naruto would grab his sword, but before he grabbed the sword, he'll make 2 shadow clones to protect Tazuna, and they'll go after Tazuna, and he would go after Zabuza. They would go after Zabuza, and they'll start using teamwork on Zabuza, until they seen Senbon fly at Zabuza's neck, because Zabuza was getting destroyed. Because it was Shisui, Naruto, and Suki all together, working together with good teamwork. And Senbon would hit Zabuza. Out of nowhere, a ninja, an Anbu, would come. And Shisui would look at the Anbu saying, what is your name? And they said, none of their business. I'm an Anbu from a special force to capture him. And Shisui say, okay. And Naruto, and then they'll go to Tazuna, and they'll keep walking until they get to the boat. They'll be sitting on that boat, and Suki will turn around, and Suki will say, Naruto, what special skills do you have if you think you're that strong? You couldn't even stop him. Naruto would say, I was not paying attention yet. I wasn't paying attention. I could have done it all on my own if y'all weren't there. And Suki would start laughing, saying, for sure, Naruto, you really are super strong. And Naruto would say, shut up. And Shisui would just be looking at them laughing. And then it would come to, when they get there, they'll ask, can they stay somewhere? And Tazuna would say with them. They would walk in, and I don't know what his name was. His nephew would say, y'all are gonna die. Y'all can't defeat Zabuza. Y'all can't defeat Gato. And Naruto would say, if I can't defeat Gato, then what's gonna happen to your grandfather? You think he's gonna survive? No, he's gonna kill you and your grandfather, so you need to have some hope in you. Before all of y'all die, he will kill you, your grandfather, and he might even do something worse to your mother. So you need to actually think. And, what's it called? Ink. I don't know what his name. He would just run off, and he would try to punch Naruto, and Naruto would catch it, and he would just run off, crying. And when he was running off, he was saying, "Y'all just never felt pain." And Naruto would say, "And you just think you felt everything." And he would just run off. And he would keep going, running even faster up those stairs, running even faster up the stairs. And this is that. Goodbye. I need to drink some water.